guys, see, hisuian Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. They're already in Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, but I really expect to get the home format soon. I'm going to rank a large amount of Pokemon that are going to be really good in Pokemon Scarlet and Violet very soon, possibly tomorrow. So make sure you ring the notification bell to see that, and make sure to subscribe. And dropping a like on this video always helps, so thank you so much. Let's just get into it. So first of all, I'm going to start with um, these ones. I'm not putting these in C, but I'm just trying to make sure I get them. Now these two, this is gonna be like the only way besides Toxic Debris Gomora to get hazards into VGC. So I think these things are definitely gonna be an A, but I'm gonna get into why it now I'm gonna share a showdown tab, and this is just a test team I'm making. Now Sharpness is able to boost Stone Axe, making it a 97.5 base power move, and Sharpness also boosts Ceaseless Edge and also Sacred Sword and Aqua Cutter. So both of these things want to run Assault Vest because they have bad special defense, and they're just able to do other good moves too because they also have Night Slash, which is a cutting move, so it's just boosted by Sharpness, and I think X Scissor is too. So these two are going to be really good. They have really good typings. Bug Rock is actually a very decent typing. And Water Dark, also pretty good typing, same as Greninja. So that's why I think these two things are going to be in B. Alright, yeah, the Palkia and that are going to be in S. But they're just legendaries, so I'm not going to go into them yet, but I will soon. Oh my, Ursaluna, premier Trick Room Pokemon. Best, either best or second best Pokemon here. I'm gonna show you why in a sec because the Enamoruses are also good. But anyway, this thing, it's just insane. So I'm gonna show this tab. Ursaluna. This thing, Guts, Flamor, Facade, 140 base attack, and 50 speed. If this thing had its defense stat be like 80 and its HP stat be like 100 and everything went into speed, best Pokemon ever. But this can also be even better because now it's one of the best Trick Room sweeping Pokemon ever. If you can get like a Trick Room Pokemon with like Volt Switch or U-Turn or something, you set up Trick Room, you go for preferably the fast Trick Room center, because then you'll be slow in Trick Room. You U-turn or Volt Switch out, you get in Ursaluna, you pair it with like Torkoal or some other Trick Room sweeper, and they just can't take out both of you, and you just destroy them. But this is gonna be the best thing ever. Also, you get you also head on rush, so that's also good. Helping hand too, and you're just able to do so much damage. And you also have play roughest coverage, seed bomb, rock slide, seismic toss. Sorry, not seismic toss. Shadow claw, stone edge, thunder punch, trailblaze. You also have yawn. Oh, that's gonna be good. So yeah, so Ursaluna, definitely a really good. Now we're getting into some of the other stuff. The Basculins are honestly just they're all going to be very mediocre. I don't think we're going to see them that much. Yeah. Oh, by the way, all the pre-evos are just a D. All the pre-evos. So yeah, everything is pre-evolution. Just actually no. This is going to be a B. The Hisuian Overquill and Hisuian Quillfish are both going to be B because they both have around the same viability. Because the Quillfish can use the Eviolite. So if we go to the Hisuian Quillfish real quick, yeah, we got them. Now these two, they have the same. They all have the same abilities. They have Poison Point, Swift Swim, Intimidate. So, oh yes, I accidentally found it. And Barbarage. This thing is gonna be insane. Just Overquill is just gonna be insane because of Swift Swim plus Barbarage. Because there's a 50% chance that you can do it with this. I think pairing this with Gomora is gonna be crazy because you get Mortal Spin up, then you just spam Barbarage, and then you're just able to do tons of damage. Quillfish is good because of Eviolite. Eviolite is just going to be insane on this because You go Eviolite, maybe you Swift Swim, maybe you go Intimidate. If you go Intimidate, you are the bulkiest physical tank ever. You'll max health, max special defense, and then you just tank stuff. You're like almost as bulky as Ting Lu, and you're not dying to anything. And the next one's going to be the hisuian electrode, but we just gotta make sure that every pre-evo is in here. Actually, Zora might be on like certain teams, just as a bulkier version of hisuian Zora with Eviolite. So this no, it's still in D. It's not gonna see much usage, but it's still good. Goodra is insane. Gudra's gonna be an A. Gudra is just really, really good. Just doing Gudra. So what we have here is we have a really bulky Pokemon. Like this is like Ting Lu bulky. Like this thing is just gonna be a tank. You pair it with an Intimidate Pokemon or like an Amoonguss, like Gudra Hisui plus Arcanine plus Amoonguss, that's going to be a really good core because Amoonguss provides consistent healing. It's sort of like Tinglu Arcanine Amoonguss, except this is like bulkier than Tinglu and has insane offensive power as well. And you have a better typing than Tinglu. So overall, this is just better than Tinglu. Plus, it also checks Flutter Mane with Flash Cannon, which it does get. I think we're gonna see rest sets happen. And does this thing get sleep talk? No, it doesn't. Oh wait, it does get sleep talk. I think rest sleep talk might be common. I don't think it's gonna be too common. It also eats Draco Meteor off of 110 special attack, which does damage. And then you just tank stuff. And the rest sleep talk sets are still gonna do damage. And then Flash Cannon does pretty good damage. We're probably going to see Citrus Berry or Oddwolf Berry, if we're being honest. That's just going to be what this thing runs. So it is potential to run a physical set, because its attack isn't abysmal. Like it is 100, which is only 10 points less, but it's just more optimal to run that. So yeah, let's see what it gets. It gets Chilling Water, which even helps its physical defense even more, and its special defense doesn't need me helping. Let's see. It gets Dragon Meteor, Dragon Pulse, Fire Blast, Flamethrower, Hydro Pump, Ice Beam, Sludge Bomb, Steel Beam. Steel Beam could be a good option. Surf, Terra Blast, Thunder, Thunderbolts, and then all these bad moves that you see on the screen here. As it says, generally you run Citrus Berry. It's just a bulky tank. Like once it comes out, once we get the home format in Regulation D, I'm gonna make a video of like a Dudra Arcanine Amoonguss tour, and I think it might actually be really common, just kind of as a option similar to Tinglu. Next we are going to look at Hisuian Arcanine. I think Hisuian Arcanine is just gonna be like it's not an S, but because it does sort of get outshined by Incineroar in a couple ways, which I'll get into in a minute, it's gonna be a solid B or A tier. Let me just show you guys it real quick. Arcanine Hisui. Here's what it has. It has Intimidate, Flash Fire, and Rock Head. This thing is gonna be a incredible Life Orb sweeper. It can run supportive sets as well, but I think what it's gonna do is wait, does this Head Smash? Oh my, Head Smash! Oh my! You get Extreme Speed? Do you go Flare Blitz? Oh, this is gonna be insane. And if Arcanine Hisui and Miraidon are allowed in the same format, it is gonna run an Assault Vest to just tank whatever Electro Drift. So Raging Fury. This is like a fire type outrage. You Psychic Fangs. Let's just see whatever physical moves it gets. Body Slam, Close Combat, Double Edge should be good, but you don't really need it. You get Crunch. You get Facade, which isn't really too good because you're not gonna get burnt because you're a fire type. You get Iron Head to beat Flutter Mane, which should be on most sets. As I said, Raging Fury, you got Rock Blast, Rock Slide, Stone Edge, and Wild Charge. Wild Charge could be a good option. And then you just kind of have all these bad moves here. So I think I'm just gonna put Wild Charge on this. If if you invest speed or on a tailwind team, this can just run through teams because it can't take recoil. It's able to spam Terra Rock Head Smash, and it's just going to be a menace because you don't take the half recoil from Head Smash if you have some way of increasing accuracy. Whether it be wide lens or gravity or something, probably not going to be too common. You're just going to have to live with the 80% accuracy, but it's really good. Also, you only take the life orb chip from it, which means you can just do really good damage. And you're just able to just go insane with Head Smash. So yeah, we're going to next we are going to be covering the Enamoruses. I'm gonna start with doing the Therian, and then we are going to look at the other form. So now we are looking at this Overcoat's a built-in safety goggles. I think that Enamoris Therian, really good Trick Room Sleeper, also has really good synergy with Ursaluna because you're able to be immune to Earthquake, so this could be a really good Trick Room Sleeper. You have Dazzling Gleam, so you are able to just get really good spread moves. You also have Draining Kiss. I think Draining Kiss might be a good option. Um, you might see this run with Fake Tears Limscott or something, and then it's just able to just really just Draining Kiss things and just be kind of just never take damage. On defensive teams, this is going to be a staple because it's immune to Amoonguss's spores, which aren't going to be common in formats with Miraidon, by the way. So Amoonguss might not even be too big of a deal, but in the home format, Pokemon home format, that's going to come in Regulation D, hopefully. We're not going to see that many. There's not going to be Miraidons or Koraidons allowed. So an Amoonguss counter, you'll be hard pressed to find. Besides like Terra Ice Regieleki or something, because Regieleki are going to be just everywhere, and Amoonguss is going to be one of the premier counters to Regieleki. So if you can find something that counters Regieleki and Amoonguss, you're just set. So that's why I think Terra Ground will be really good on this thing. You do keep your weakness to Ice, and Iron Bundle I think will be very common in formats with Miraidon, just because of the Bolt Beam coverage and the booster energy boost. But you invest max HP on this thing, you go for a specially offensive set, maybe you go Assault Vest and max defense investment, and then you just do damage and you never die. So that's what I'm thinking on this. Real quick, the tier list for it, very much an S. I know a bit about singles. It's not going to get banned from singles. Neither is Luna, but I'm a Premier League VGC, so neither of the Enamoruses are going to get banned either. But the Palkia and whatever the other ones called aren't going to get banned. But that's just my little tidbit about singles. I don't really play singles too much though, so I'm not the best at knowing that. Contrary, this is going to be the best gimmick ever. You get superpower. You run Assault Vest. You continually boost your physical defense. You have insane special defense anyway, and you're raising your attack each time you attack. This is going to be insane, and it is going to be a good mixed attacker. You get Outrage, you get Play Rough, you get, you get Zen Headbutt, and you also get Iron Head to beat Flutterman. This is going to be really, really good on physical sets for superpower. But you're always going to run contrary, so you might even run superpower on special sets. Or wait, this thing doesn't get like Leaf Storm or Break a Meteor or anything, does it? Well, let's see. What special moves does it get? You get Dazzling Gleam, Draining Kiss, Earth Power, Extra Sensory, Focus Blast, Grass Knot, Moon Blast, Mystical Fire, Psychic, Sludge Bomb, Spring Tide Storm, and the rest of the moves are just kind of really bad. So special sets are going to be good, but they're not going to be like the best. I think physical sets might be there. Assault Vest physical sets, I think, is going to be more common. And just because of its not low physical attack, but it's just higher special attack. I don't think this is going to see the most play in doubles in VGC. So I just don't think it's going to be too common. I think the Therian form is going to be more common. Trick Room is going to be a very good archetype, but just because of all the really good slow Pokemon. So yeah, I don't think Enamoru's are going to see too much play. But Assault Vest superpower sets, maybe with like a support, like an Amoonguss giving it Pollen Puff support, it can be a tank. and it also does get draining kiss, so you are able to do that. You are able to be a bit of a tank if you do it, but just the Therian form is an immediate tank, whilst Enamorous regular isn't. So it just takes more setup, and you don't. And the only like better stat you have than it that's actually good is speed. Because other than that, you have lower stats like across the board. Wait, let me check because you might have a higher attack stat. Yeah, this says an attack stat of 115. No, you have like the same stats except you have lower defenses and higher speed. That's like the one difference. So the only thing that you have that over an Amorous Therian is your speed stat. And like this speed stat isn't amazing, so like you're very middle of the road. You're not speeding all the base 100s, but you're not fast. You're with like Regielekis and booster energy speed or electric terrain, iron bundle, and just a lot of the other paradox Pokemon too, and like Sun and stuff. In some restricted format, a couple of years down the line, when an Amorous and like Miraidon and Triton are allowed in the same format, like you're just like it's just not fast. It's not in a bad speed tier, but you gotta pick a lane. An Amorous picked a lane, and it's in the Trick Room lane. Sorry, an Amorous Therian picked a lane, and it's in the Trick Room lane. Regular Enamorous, you're either Tailwind or you're Scarf if you want to outspeed things. So you're just very middle of the road speed wise. So yeah. Anyway, so yeah, that's just my tidbit. I know it wasn't recording on Showdown itself. That was my mistake. Yeah. So Enamorous 100% goes in where is it? Yeah, it goes in S. Actually, no, Enamorous Regiwear's A and Enamorous Therian's S. That's what I'm gonna do. Time for Sneasler. Sneasler is OP. Sneasler overpowered. You're never gonna run pressure. There's two sets you can run, so I'm just gonna put them both in here. You run Unburden. What is it? Herb. Which herb is it? White herb. Close combat. Acrobatics. Terrifying. I think you can see where I'm going with this. You close combat something, you get the white herb returns your boost, you're unburdened boosted, and you go for terrifying acrobatics. You're just kind of crushing things, and you just do a lot of damage. And with your 120 speed stat and the unburden boost, you're faster than like even Regielekis. So yeah, you're outspeeding everything. That's the set. That's set number one. You might also run Dire Claw. For the other set, you run Dire Claw, you run Poison Touch, you have an 80% chance to status the target, and I guess less than 10% chance to sleep, paralyze, and poison the target. So you could get a sleep and a poison, a paralyze and a poison, or just a poison. So yeah, so there is a bit of overlap, which makes it suboptimal, but it's not bad. And then plus that's with you also might run a fake out on either set because fake out like is just a good move that you can pair it with like a very good like physical or special attacker, and you just go really good. Nasty plot sets aren't gonna see any play though. Okay, if you're thinking about that, you see this nasty plot. It is 40 special attack. After one nasty plot, you're at a below average special attack. After a second, you have a decent special attack, and after a third, you're like slightly above fluttering level. So it's not a good one. If you get +4 special attack, you're like essentially like a +1 fluttering. Like you have bad special attack. No nasty blood set is gonna make it through any tournament. So yeah, Sneasler honestly, it's a B tier. Like it's versatile, but it's just not good. I forgot to rank the hisuian Zoroark. Hisuian Zoroark, honestly, because this isn't singles, I know a bit about how Hisuian Zoroark is good in singles for like tricking and stuff. Hisuian Zoroark in doubles is not gonna see much play because doubles is it just takes more brain power than singles, and you can like really think about how would they use Zoroark, and it's just too predictable. So that's why I think Zoroark's I think it's a C tier. It's just not good in doubles. Weird Deer. I'm just talking about this without actually going into Showdown. it has Intimidate and it has Trick Room, so it's a really good Trick Room center. It's not like good. It's a B tier, but it might be good when paired with an Amherst-Therian because of its low physical defense. So I think a good core, it just a couple, like maybe in the regulation D format, you get the core is going to be Weirdeer, an Amherst-Therian, Ursaluna, and Amoonguss. That core, you have two really good Trick Room Sweepers, a really good Trick Room Pokemon that also has Intimidate, and you have a really good slow supportive Pokemon that can spam spores under Trick Room and heal opponents and heal your allies, both in Trick Room and not in Trick Room. And then for the rest of it, you can just kind of have a fast mode because these are the 4 Pokemon you're bringing anyway. So I think actually, no, because of that core, this is going in A. Oh yes, I'm sorry, I forgot this is a preview vote too. Okay, Typhlosion. Let's share this tab. Typhlosion Hisuian. Frisk is a bad item. In tournament, you go Blaze because you already know their items from open team sheets. But on ladder, you go Frisk. I'm just gonna run Blaze because we're saying this for tournament play. Essentially, the main set is just gonna be Scarf Eruption spam. That's what this thing does. It goes for Scarf and it spams Eruption. That's all you really need to do. You have Terrifier, you go 2/5/2 Timid with Scarf, and then you just and then you just go max special attack and then maybe a bit into health. And then you just and then the 4/4/4. And then that's just the simplest set. You're not gonna use many other moves other than Eruption. You do get Heat Wave, which is good. You also get Shadow Ball, and you do get Focus Blast to maybe deal with things like Tyranitar or King Gambit. So yeah, this thing's a solid A. It's not gonna be like it. I don't think it's gonna be more than 10% usage, but it is gonna be good. It's just not gonna be game breaking good. Then we have the slightly better version of Quaquaval, Hisuian Braviary. This thing is tinted lens, so it's actually pretty good. It's probably going to be a solid B tier Pokemon just because it does have bad stats. But you have Esper Wing. It's essentially a special psychic version of Aqua Step. And because it's tinted lens and because psychic is a bad offensive type, it can do pretty well. And just patch up that gaping hole in your speed stat. So yeah. So you are able to do well. You don't get Trick Room, but so it's not like you can be a Trick Room sleeper either. This thing, it's not picking a lane. It can't do everything, and it's trying to do everything, but it doesn't have the tools that it needs to be a good Esper Wings. It doesn't have the stats to get off more than 1 or 2 Esper Wings because you're not good defensively. It is trying to do everything and it can't, so it's a very middle of the road Pokemon and it can't pick a lane. So yeah, this is just gonna be a very big B tier Pokemon. Next we're gonna go into Avalon. I don't think there's too many words to be said here. One of the worst typings in the game. You're 4x weak to Steel, so Golden Goat crushes you. You have to go Sturdy because if a special attacker breathes on you, you die. And the only mirror you have is as a physical wall, and you're a physical ice type wall, which is like the worst type of physical wall you can be, because Game Freak continuously makes Pokemon with the worst defensive type have incredibly defensive stats and still have gaping holes in their stats and typing. This Pokemon goes nowhere. This is gonna be like with the NFEs. This is you know what? Yeah, I don't care. This thing goes with the NFEs. It's worse than a hisuian Electrode. This thing's gonna see no usage. It is like literally the worst. Now we're gonna go into hisuian Electrode. So what you're gonna do is you run Static because that's like the one set you can run. Because Soundproof isn't good, Aftermath isn't good, so Static is really the only thing you can do. So what you can do is you go choice specs. So you go choice specs because you already have the speed. You go Chloroblast, and then you just spam Chloroblasts, and you go for a odd speed stat, so you can get 3 Chloroblasts off if you don't get attacked. And then you just sort of kill things. You also have Discharge, which is good. and then you're just kind of able to just spread stuff around. If you did substitute, yeah, you could be a weak seed substitute spammer, sort of like what Wo-Chien's doing on the teams that it's on right now. So, yeah, I'm talking Regulation C if you're seeing this like 5 years into the future when I'm famous. So, yeah. Anyway, so yeah, Hisuian Electrode, honestly, it's not good, but it's not bad. It's a solid B tier. Actually, no, wait, what is Breviary doing here? Why did I put it in a B tier? It's bad. Sorry, Hisuian Electrode, it's A. Choice specs have merit. Then you have the what's it called? Decidui. Hisuian Decidui. This thing is good. This thing is very good. You go triple arrows, you have high critical hit chance, 50% -1 defense, 30% flinch, 3 arrows, 3 effects. I think the set that's gonna be run is either Sash or just straight up Choice Band because ghost types aren't immune to your moves. You just spam triple arrows, you're a hard golden go counter. Like, you're just spamming triple arrows. Like, you don't really need other moves. So that's how good it is, although it does have good move pool and bulk up and swords dance and knockoff. And it could be a nasty butt sleeper too. It also gets shadow sneak and sucker punch to make up for like gaping hole in its speed stats. So you might also run choice scarf just to be able to get a decent speed tier in. So yeah, as I said, sucker punch, swords dance. You could also run a stall set with synthesis, and you do get tailwind, which is interesting. So you could be like a surprise tailwinder because people aren't expecting tailwind decidui. So honestly, you have what you need. So you're a solid A tier. Finally, Hisuian Lilligant. This thing is not Litleo. Lilligant Hisui. There's 2 sets you can run. You're going with Torkoal and you're going after you so we can spam eruptions and maybe spam victory dances so that when Torkoal dies, you can become good and try to sweep through. That's set number 1. The second set, Hustle, Choice Band, and you just spam moves. You have close combat. You have, let's see what physical moves it gets. Yeah, close combat. You have acrobatics, maybe on some sort of no item set. You have break. You have facade, ice spinner, leaf blade, low kick, pedal blizzard. That's good for AOE, and area of effect. You have poison jab to hit grass type, seed bomb. You're just doing well. Aerial ace could be a good move just because of hustle. Because it doesn't check your accuracy, and because it does still get the 50% boost, so you are still doing decent damage. So yeah, this thing solid A tier. So yeah, this is the tier list. If you want the link to it, it is in the description. Thank you for watching. If you enjoy this type of content, please make sure to drop a like down below and subscribe. I make videos every Tuesday and Wednesday, and I will publish more throughout the summer when it hits late June. So anyway, thank you for watching. As I said, make sure to drop a like down below, subscribe, leave a comment with any ideas that you have. I'm gonna be making a lot of trick room videos, and yeah, thank you for watching. Oh, by the way, I will make a video about the Palkia and the other one very soon as well.